Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Devotion. How are you all doing today? Thumbs up all around because everyone's still eating.
I'm eating Cocoa Puffs mixed with peanut butter because that's what was in the kitchen outside this room. It's really good.
I'm not going to say what I'm eating just because of that.
That reminds me what I ate today during, what is it called? Lunchtime? Like in the middle of my day? Yeah. Because it's different names in French and English. It's confusing people.
What is it in French?
Dîner.
Well, what is that? Like, does it not translate?
I guess it's lunch.
Bon appetit. I'm using
we call it lunch too.
Device. Our cameras are also in the wrong place.
Oh my god, I forgot to sort everybody out. My mistake, people. Everyone's cameras off, on in the order of Kellen, Kess, Olivia, Ransom, which means Kellen doesn't have to ever do anything.
I never do.
Olivia, Ransom. Thank you for noticing that, Ransom. It's been
a while.
like 4 weeks, 5 weeks since we've last
Has
played.
it really been?
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
There was.
It's been 3.
like 3.
It's been 3.
We were off for 3, so it's been like 4 weeks since we played.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So a lot of things have happened. There was TwitchCon, there was BlizzCon, there was Halloween. A few other things went down. Today's session was supposed to be last week and sort of Halloween themed, sort of. I've tried to remove some of the more overt Halloween references to make it work better on a non-Halloween episode day.
It can still be spooky.
Yeah, we love
Sure.
spooky.
But how have your weeks been? How's your month been, everybody? How was TwitchCon, everybody that was there?
This month has been really busy, but good. TwitchCon was good. I got to do my first 2 panels ever, and that was a really cool experience. And then I got to do an interview on fitness, although I don't know if it was ever published. I think it was published into an IRL publication instead of a fitness thing, but we'll see. But the panels were really good turnout for both. And then TwitchCon was fun to see people, and I got to see my best friend, which was much needed.
Promote your panels. What were they called? Because people can go back and watch them.
One was the fitness and gaming, and then the other one was unique communities in gaming. So the fitness one, I don't know, or apparently there's no VODs for that theater or something.
Which
to
theater?
do with that. I can't think of the name of the theater right now.
There should be VODs. Tell me later and I'll find it for you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that would be great. But as far as like when you look back into the VODs of the channel, there's no VODs for it. So hopefully it's recoverable. And then other than that, just been streaming away. I have some really cool stuff coming up, which I'm very excited for. I can't share, but I'm excited. Yay.
What about the rest of you? Jen, how was your month?
Lots of stuff coming up, but can't talk about it yet.
Oh my. All of my secret stuff is done. I did TwitchCon. I did BlizzCon. My husband, so I had the craziest 3 weeks. I had TwitchCon, and I was there all the week before prepping for BlizzCon and loading in TwitchCon. Did TwitchCon, got home, realized that my husband had been deathly ill all of TwitchCon and just kind of played it off. Had to take him to the emergency room.
Yeah, I saw that. That's insane.
Nursed him back to health for a few days. Left for BlizzCon, did BlizzCon. Now I'm back trying to catch up at Twitch. So it's been a crazy little bit. But then the only thing I have left this year is PAX Unplugged, which I'm looking forward to as like a vacation in a couple weeks.
What are you doing at PAX Unplugged?
2 panels and a live game. So I'm doing Dice Camera Action live.
Sorry.
What?
I said easy peasy and then I laughed and said sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm like a vacation, but I don't know. That stuff's fun when I don't have to be the one organizing it. I just get to be in it. But yeah, I'm doing a panel on streaming tabletop RPGs and a an improv panel for GMs and a live game for Dice Camera Action. So
That's cool.
yeah, it's in Philadelphia. I'm really stoked.
Philadelphia would be cool to see.
I really want to redo a live game someday with you guys.
I
Maybe we
know,
haven't
right?
done this, but it would be really fun.
I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it's in Misscliks' future.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have Jeffrey. How's life?
Well, I went to many of the same events as all the same events as Anna. Saw you at TwitchCon. Saw you at BlizzCon. Probably my favorite. I got to attend my favorite party at BlizzCon. My Lich King mask.
Ooh.
I would just hand it out over there.
I'm
What's
so
up,
sad
the
I missed that party. It sounded like it was so cool.
It was a lot of fun.
They called it Villain Con. It
Yeah.
was just a party about villains, and apparently there was like music performers, and it was super. There was like an opera singer and like masks that you got. I don't know. You went actually, Trump, but everyone was like, Anna, you specifically would have loved that party, and I just.
The opera singer was so cool. Like, it was super cool. I liked that part of it. And then they had like a really fun thing where you could go around and collect all these pins and stuff. It was fun. I did that.
Yep, we both did that. V like killed the pin collection part.
Oh yeah.
In and then swept in like in 30 minutes. She was done. It took me like hours.
That's because I didn't. There was this shirt you could wait around for if you wanted like your name on the back, and no offense, but it wasn't worth standing in a 2-hour line for. No shirt ever is to me. So it was a lot easier to get that done.
Well,
What about you, Neil?
Yeah.
Neil?
I got to.
How's
I
life in
watched
your new home?
WCS finals for the first time in frickin' forever, and I was super excited.
Mhm.
I actually watched like the entire round of 8, round of 4, and finals. I was really bummed we didn't get a TBZ finals, but I think Sue versus Rogue was pretty epic. I really appreciated game 5 when Sue tried to counter Rogue's early rushes with his own early rush, and it totally failed and backfired on him. It's wonderful. And Jeff's in between game commentary was on point as always.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that.
Yeah, a little bit better than Nathanius and TB and the others there. Don't tell him I said that.
I mean, of course, I think he's better.
Yeah, he just had some interesting comments about Sue's career that I really appreciated and was insightful. So I did that, and I just did a game on Roll20's Roll20 app, their stream, where we were playing with Nolan and Azkos and Tanya, and did like the continuation of a game we did during the Roll20 con back in June, which was fun. And I think we're gonna do it again next month. We're gonna just kind of keep the game rolling over there, which is fun. Kind of an impromptu monthly game.
Neil also DM'd a game on Wizards for Extra Life on behalf of Misscliks.
Yeah, that was last week.
Oh yeah, I played that too.
V was there. That was fun.
It sounds like it was a pretty hilarious session.
I gotta say, it's probably like top 10 session in the last few years.
Really?
Definitely.
What made it so good so that people will go watch it?
My rolls were on fire.
The party was batshit insane, but they were like batshit insane together. Like they all had the same type of insanity, and the game went wildly off the rails, but somehow ended up in the right place anyway. And what was supposed to be like a serious story about saving children ended into like a comical story about accidentally saving children despite like trying to get yourselves killed over and over again.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You can find the VODs. I think I posted it on Twitter and on reddit.com/r/Koibu. You can find them. They're amazing. You should watch them.
It was really fun. And then it was 5th edition. So for me, it was a little different. Like getting used to 5th edition versus what we always play here. It's still so different for me.
Yeah.
Give a Jira shot.
Jira!
Do your top 10 best episodes. You should do the best of Neil D&D.
Dude, there's
People would love that.
there's hundreds of them. I don't know how to find them all.
No, but you can remember them. I bet like you should know at least your top 5 by heart. Like you should have like D&D moments that just naturally come to mind.
Dude, I have the memory of like a 99-year-old grandpa. Okay,
But you must have up memories.
Yeah, like what was your favorite moment of Pirate Edition?
It's okay if it's not the best. It's just the most memorable.
Mine would
Green
be
Be the
either-
Pastures. I think coming up with Green Be the Pastures and the original introduction of Pimpernel are the two things that stick in my mind the most.
See, so that would go on your best of. I would totally watch a playlist of best of D&D from Neil.
Yeah.
God, now I have to put this together. You guys are like giving me more work to do.
Homework.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to mention, even though it's not that super important, that I've been officially doing the whole 30 now for like 2 weeks, and I made my first set of zoodles yesterday.
I saw
They're
a picture
amazing.
of them.
So what's
They're really good.
zucchini noodle?
Yeah, zucchini noodles. I use my pasta maker, and it's actually really fun to make zoodles. Like a lot of fun. And they're really good, and they're healthy for you. So it's like I don't even miss pasta anymore.
Wow.
That's a lie. Just haven't had pasta in a while.
No, I after being on the whole 30 and cutting out grains and a lot of stuff, I feel like so much better energy wise, and there's just so many things. It's like you really don't, like, once you're eating like other really good food, I don't miss that stuff as much. I miss cheese, but that's it.
All right. Well, let's do this, guys. Let's get back into game. Where did we leave off? What did you guys do the last time we played? Yeah. Let's call it some.
Necromancy from a necklace.
There was
Save
some island hopping.
Prince necklace, magical aura.
You guys
found the prince.
went over here.
Yeah, we found the prince.
Yeah.
And he was kind of a jerk because he thinks less of us.
Yeah.
And we had like weird moments where we couldn't hear what the others were living, and it was like a dream state something.
Yes. And he called all of us the second prettiest girl.
Excluding me.
That's true. It was just the three ladies in the party. The three gentlemen
I know, gosh.
got no such acknowledgement. So you got the prince, and you came back to Yatel, and you finished your song that Koibu's chorus is now going to have to perform, talking about your adventures. Right? How did your song go? Do we remember?
Your face is bien.
We're like,
that song.
It's like when children didn't do their homeworks and they're like, yeah, I totally did it.
Didn't we write this already?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get us to remember what was going on. I think if you can find the words to the song, or at least the themes, because I don't think we wrote out specific words, that it'll help us remember.
Oh, I did. Here are the themes. So I was taking notes as we went, like to go into the song later.
Mm-hmm.
So we sailed the ruthless sea. We vanquished a sea beast.
Ooh.
We let's see. We were guided by a mystic bird guide. We forged a dry river. We graced the temple of a god. We rested in dreamless sleep. We rescued a prince and returned home.
Fantastic. So, you guys are back at Yatel. This is a few days later. You guys have been invited to a ball, a grand ball to welcome home the prince from his horrible voyage, to reveal your song being written about, that you've written about yourself, that Koibu's chorus is going to perform. They need a few days to practice it. And it was very hard for them to say these words, particularly hard for some reason. They kept gagging every few lines. So it took them
not everyone can be as good of musicians as us,
exactly.
It can be difficult.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
And the governor here has invited you all to this grand ball. This is going to be a masquerade ball in town. So you will need to find the appropriate masquerade costumes for yourselves. Now we don't have to start with that, but keep that in mind because at some point I'm going to need you guys to dig up some masquerade costumes for yourselves.
Okay.
But we're going to start off our session with a bit of a dream here from Cass. And Kellen, you can play childhood dream Kellen in this because the two of you are going to need to work together on this a little bit here.
I'm playing childhood dream Kellen?
You're going to play childhood dream Kellen.
Okay.
So we're going to start session. Cass, you are clearly dreaming. You're clearly having some sort of weird memory dreamy thingy about your days as a child back in your village. Your village, do you remember its name?
No.
Valuria.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Hilarious.
So back in your childhood home, you come to in this dream, and there is Kellen, who is hanging out. And what does a childhood, young-aged Kellen back home do?
He's got like a toy drum, and he's marching around and he's singing a song about literally whatever he sees. So, where are we?
And how old are we exactly? Are we like little, or are we like teenagers?
If you guys are in your early 20s in human years, this would be your like 14, 15s in human years.
Okay.
That's like 50 years ago for you.
Okay.
So you're at home in your village, and Dream Kellen is, you said, playing a drum and singing a song about whatever it is that you happen to see?
Yeah, like am I inside a house?
You can be inside a house or you can be outside. You can kind of be wherever you want. I'm going to let you guys
I'm like in the yard. I'm stomping around with this drum and I'm like, I'm outside in the yard. I'm seeing birds and trees. I'm walking on the grass. And he's just literally singing, narrating anything that comes to mind and what he's doing.
Am I in my own body or am I in my younger self's body?
I don't know. It's a dream. It's kind of funky. It's hard to tell,
Okay.
Like sometimes you have a body, sometimes you don't have a body, sometimes you have like a bird's eye view, sometimes you kind of flops around.
And where are my parents? Are they around?
Yeah, you look around and there they are. There's What Chat. He's got a hoe in his hand and he's kind of digging a furrow to plant some things. And your mother, whose name I totally know off the top of my head, her name is Kalia. She's standing with her hands on her hips, looking at Kellen saying, "That's very nice, dear, but sometimes songs need to be more about the things that you see in front of you. They need to be about grander ideas."
I'm having grand ideas, grand ideas, grand ideas. I'm having grand ideas.
Mom? Dad? I look over at them.
And what are you doing for music lessons this morning, dear?
Wait, you guys are alive?
Kess, you can't get out of music lessons just by playing the fool. Come on now, pick up something, make some music. What do you have?
I look around me. What do I have?
Whatever you need. It's a dream. You can kind of create whatever you want.
I grab my ocarina.
Okay.
And I lift it to my lips and I start to play.
What do you play?
I play a lullaby.
Okay. Everyone, your mom kind of nods and starts to yawn a little bit. And what, Chet, dear? I think the kids are doing well today. Why don't we go inside and take a nap? And the two parents wander into the house with the door kind of shutting behind them.
I walk over to my brother.
Banging on his drum.
I see Sister Cass. She is a grand idea. I see Sister Cass. Grand idea. Grand idea.
Kellen, I think I'm dreaming.
We are all in our dreams, and today, a grand idea, a grand idea.
I look around. What do I see?
You see your village, your home. Everything is as it was before everyone died. It's like it was 50 years ago.
Do I see my 11th? Is he around?
Yeah, you start looking around for 11th, and here he comes. He's heading over a small rise. He's got a something on it over his bed. It looks like a sack over his shoulder, and he's walking in your direction. I don't know.
11th.
He gives you a bit of a wave as the two of you approach. Hey, Cass and
You're
Kellen.
alive. And I run over and hug him tight.
Well, what else would I be? A dead?
This is such a strange dream, but it's so good to see you. And I hold him like really tight, like tighter than anything.
He motions Kellen over and takes the drums from Kellen and starts to beat out a slightly more complicated beat than Kellen had going. And then kind of looks to Kellen like, and come on, what do you got? After he takes your drums.
At me?
Yeah, took your drums. He's playing them better than you were. But he doesn't have a song to go with it. He's just got the percussion.
I just kind of looked at him and I'm like, Levin's cool, Levin's fun, he plays drums better than everyone.
Fine. He just tosses the drums back to you and begins to make out with your sister. Right in front of you.
Dream Kellen's like, cool, man, and just goes back to playing drums. Do, 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 do.
And I guess I'm making out with my boyfriend or my old
But
boyfriend.
he's like 8, right? Like we're like kids.
Yeah, I mean, you're like 13, 14, 15, something like
okay.
that. Yeah.
I was playing like a much younger kid, but I guess Kellen was just very immature.
Not surprising. All right.
Okay.
And I think that's about it. I think that's about when you wake up. And, you close your eyes to make out with 11th, and then you wake him, open them, and you're lying. Well, where are you lying? You in bed next to Ransom, or is he?
I'm in bed next to Ransom, I guess.
Well, that's an awkward transition.
Yeah. Very awkward. Where is Ransom in bed?
Ransom, how do you sleep, buddy?
Let's see. Usually being the big spoon.
All right.
So you're holding on to me and I'm waking up like this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up confused. I just have a dream that feels so real where my parents are alive and my boyfriend's there, and back at a time that things were okay and seemed happy and seemed so normal. So I wake up in this confused state because everything about my life has been chaotic, and things with my boyfriend now are shaky. And I mean, we're just trying to get back to our normal thing, but like everything's just been different. So I wake up and I don't see. Instead, I see, I mean, where are we? Like in some old room?
Yeah, you're in like this
nothing.
nicely decorated room in the governor's house. Back
Okay,
in
so it's
Yattel.
still a nice room, but it's still so foreign to me. So I wake up confused and I peel Ransom's arm off of me and I like slowly get up and I just kind of walk around, or I go to the window and I look outside.
Well, outside is the nice, lush Akuban garden, which is very different than the Elven gardens and very different than the Mistrean gardens that you've seen before. This is a lot more, it's got lots of like layers. It's more about planting things in such a way that all the plants together form some sort of like greater image or pattern. So like near the window would be some like low-lying flowers, and there's like a shrub behind that, and then there's like a series of trees that, so when you look out your window, you've got like a built picture of something. Maybe not like a physical object, but there's like a pattern or a three-dimensional depth of things. They're like simple things that come together. That makes sense.
I look out and I'm just kind of looking, and then I grab like at the ring around my chest and I'm just kind of like holding it, like twirling it in my fingers.
Well, I think everyone eventually wakes up and breakfast is brought to you. And during breakfast, one of the servants comes over and announces to the four of you that there will be a masquerade ball tonight that you are all invited to, of course, and that you will have to find appropriate costumes. The governor will cover the costs as long as they are not extravagant. But you need a costume for yourself.
How extravagant is extravagant? Because I have an idea.
I'm sure anything off the rack will be fine.
When he says off the rack, Kellen is like...
If you have custom needs...
For the saviors of the royal family, I'm sure that nothing would be too much, right? Is what you're saying.
I'm sure it will not be too extravagant. The servant thinks to, kind of muses for a moment in his head. Yes, anything you can get before tonight will probably not be too expensive. Yes, that'll be fine. You can get it made in time for tonight.
Well, okay.
I whisper to Kellen, my dress dipped in gold.
Well, I was specifically looking, and he kind of sketches this out, and he's like, I wanted to be like a bird, but like more like a spirit bird, like with just like feathers and jewels and everything. Like it looked kind of like this. Put it in chat.
Oh my God, Kellen.
Yeah.
But I guess if we were going to tone it down a little bit, like if we don't have time for those materials, like it could look more like this,
I want to see somebody wear that one day.
Wait, those are the same links. No.
Oops. I'll grab the second one.
No, it's different. Oh my
Okay,
God.
You got the different one?
I
Okay.
can't wait till you see what I chose.
So,
Different.
Kellen, you get either this one or this one.
Wait, what? Did you put something in?
Yeah, the two that you sent. Those are your two designs for the masquerade
that's what
ball.
I asked them for.
Okay. The servant looks over your sketches.
Yeah, the first one I'm like, this is what I had in mind, but if you need to tone it down, I guess you could do the second one.
So, on my side, well, I guess, do we need to ask the servants or are we going shopping?
Whatever. If you don't want to go shopping, you can tell the servants what to get for you. We'll work it out.
I want to go with the servant. Just the two of us.
Just you and a servant?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. One of the servants will take you dress shopping on your own.
Okay.
Is this the sort of thing that you want to send me something and then not tell the rest of the cast until you're actually at the party, or are you happy to share it now?
Yeah, I'll send it just to you, and I want them to just see the dress at the party.
Okay. So Olivia goes off to get her own stylish masquerade ball. Now you guys have to have some sort of mask involved, right? Because it's a masquerade. You gotta have your face hidden.
I have the mask. I have the second one.
Right. Okay, Jen, I see what you have sent me. Wonderful. What about Cass and Ransom? Do you have...
I just sent you mine.
Hey, servant. You can get me one of these, right?
That link didn't work, Trump.
It wasn't a link, but
okay.
I just sent you.
And the general idea of that, I guess.
Okay, let's see. So this, what I'm putting up now is what Kess is getting, something like that. And Ransom is getting something like this. I think we're looking more at the thing on the left here, the green. Okay, so Kess is getting this like detailed metallic mask with all these little rings on them, and it's all delicately forged and with a weapon and like the white face paint and the silver hair and the blood red lipstick. Kess is getting this fabulous, brilliant bird costume with this ornate, like long beak thing hanging down over it. Ransom has like a dragon onesie that he's wearing, or like a dragon suit costume, I think. I hope I'm interpreting your words right.
Yes.
Excellent. And Jen, well, we're gonna find out. He's wearing a little bit later. Okay. Wow, that was a very quick shopping trip, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
You gave us adequate warning.
Yeah, because as you were doing the dream thing, I was like, shopping dress.
I didn't, but I just found a really cool mask right away.
It's
For
really
once,
cool.
Google worked in my favor.
All right. So, any other preparations you want to make before this big party? I guess you don't really need to prepare anything, but like, you know, there's a big ball going on. What are you doing? How are you getting ready for this? Is there anything you guys want to discuss ahead of time? Anything you want to like talk to Koibu's chorus about? Anything that you will need to talk to Guy or Rhonda about?
Kellen wants to mix a really fancy cocktail for himself and then stand and observe Koibu Chorus's rehearsals and just kind of swirl his drink and look over the rim of it at them while they practice.
And I'm kind of still reflecting on everything that happened in the dream. So like I'm kind of like nonchalantly like talking to people, and then I'm spending a lot of time on my own reflecting, but then I'm like spending a lot of time getting ready, like just slowly getting ready as I'm thinking.
Anything that you want to
I'm
share?
gonna lounge.
You're gonna lounge. Okay. Nice. Anything that you want to share with us that you're thinking about here, Cass?
Not at the moment. The person I would talk to about it would be Kellen, and Kellen's kind of like really distracted with Koibu's chorus, so I'm just kind of keeping to myself right now. Like I don't feel like it's a right time to talk to Ransom about it since we're such a fragile state. I don't really want to be like, hey, I had a dream about my boyfriend, my dead boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of like, and then Olivia's not around. I might have maybe reached out to Olivia a little bit, but because me and her have kind of started to open up to each other, but she's also gone off doing costume stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if you would have reached out, I don't know. Would you?
Yeah, when I looked around. Huh?
I don't know. Did you find me or no?
I don't think I found you because you're off doing your thing. So I'm just kind of like, and then I'm just getting ready. I'm just looking in the mirror, getting ready. Kind of like in my own world, like in my head, but, you know, just instinctively getting ready because who doesn't know how to, you know, get ready.
What about the others? What about our other party members? Rhonda and Guy.
Well, if we take a look at roll, if we take a look at the stream right now, Rhonda prepares a costume like this, which the cast will see in a few moments because there's a bit of a delay here. She gets this kind of like armored setup and this mask and this hat. You know, she's not going the elegant or beautiful or, you know, flirtatious. She's going like, you know, masked warrior who's here to murder you and rip you to shreds for her masquerade ball. And Guy gets really nervous at the prospect of doing this, and he's kind of like, so guys, like what? I've never been to a masquerade ball before. What is the heart of the masquerade ball? What is the core of the concept? Like, distill it down to me into its like juiciest bit, man.
It's easy. You hide your face.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. I feel like the masquerade ball is time to hide your identity. You're supposed to like be someone else for a night.
But in a way, though, it's like be your true self, you know? It's like don't be hampered by like, you know, the impressions of everyone of you as you are, but instead be seen how you want to be and who you are inside, or like who you wish you might be, you know? It's like a true expression of self if you want it to be.
Yeah, but like I kind of feel I just live my true expression of myself. Like, I'm not trying to be like cocky about that, but like I do my best in my day-to-day not to like cover up who I am, you know?
Then you know what you should do?
You should go as
yourself.
Bash.
But
What
like,
did you say?
You should go as Bash.
He's
I'm
like-
sure we could
He's a dwarf,
I mean, you kind of like
man.
that guy, right? So
Well, yeah, Bash was super cool, but like he's a dwarf. How do you like dress up as a? Do I just like walk around on my knees the whole time?
sure,
And
you know, and I'm
shoes
sure
and
there are
now-
dwarf masks out there.
I don't know. It feels a little racist, man. I don't know if I
I
could
could
do
just
that.
like paint your face if you want. Like just for fun.
Yeah, we could try some face paint. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna paint it like?
Like a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like rawr. Yeah, rawr.
All right. Like, yeah. But like, just so you know, I'm gonna keep thinking about things, and like maybe we can do the face paint. But like, I might not like pick that. So like, if you don't want to waste the time, your face painting time on like a maybe, then maybe we should like do something else. But like, I want to see what it's like. But Kess said something that got me. You know, go as someone who you're not. Like, be a different person's got me thinking about some things. So we'll see what the tiger's like.
Wait, Kes said that?
Maybe
Olivia.
Olivia?
I said, well,
You know.
Ransom said your goal is to cover your face, and I said, oh, just like Ransom said, you're supposed to be someone else.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
listening's one of my skills, but like listening to a large group really isn't. I'm much more of, like one-on-one. When there's multiple people talking, I just get like lost in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm much better in like close, private, intimate environments,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So face paint time.
Oh, sure. Like you want to do it now?
Yeah, let's just give it a shot. And if it's good, then we'll keep
Totally. All right. I want to roll for face painting.
it. Ooh. Okay.
What stat do you think that would be against?
Ooh, do you think it's more like performance-wise, like a charisma check, or do you think it's more dexterity, like getting the paint in the right spot, or like coming up with the ideas? Is it creative or physical?
I think it's creative.
Okay, so then we should go probably
Charisma.
charisma or intelligence or wisdom, one of those stats.
Well, for a performance check, it's usually charisma, right?
It's usually charisma, yeah.
I think we should stick with that.
All right.
I mean, that's kind of unfair because my performance stat is high, but I feel like a lot of times artists are good at a lot of different kinds of art, you know?
Yeah, that'll work.
Ha!
35. My God, you get this like tiger going on his face.
It's like if you looked at his face, you almost think he's a real tiger for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, a natural 20, and he would have been a real tiger. You would have had people screaming and
I
running.
had changed him into a real tiger, yes.
Yeah. So we get something like. Oops. How do I do this? Something like this, but like on a guy for the face paint that you get going. Show up and stream in just a few moments.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
All right.
Yes.
So you guys go find a mirror or a water basin or something where he can see his reflection. And Guy kind of like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Rawr.
rawr, indeed, whoa.
Yeah. Rawr. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So ferocious.
So maybe I'll just keep this one. I don't know, man. Okay. All right. Rawr. And he kind of stands there looking in the mirror for like 5 minutes.
Just like roaring at
Kind of
himself.
need claws now. Get claws last minute. Hey, servant! And he like chases down a servant to see if he can get some like matching claws and everything for that. All right. We're gonna take an early break, and when we come back, we're gonna start the ball and hear Koibu's chorus's rendition of. Ooh, we should get a title for the song before they do it.
I think I made one. What was it?
Well, all that's gonna happen on the other side of the break. So we'll see you guys in 3 to 5 minutes. Bye bye.